Yo, what up, guys? It's Friday here. It's a new week in Raid Shadow Legends. I've seen some news dropping in the Discord right now. I want to share it with you. The first one talks about an upcoming guaranteed void epic chance of getting Inquisitor Shamel if you pull 30 void shards coming Tuesday, 6th of August. That's when you'll be able to obtain that champion, guaranteed at 30 void shards. If you pull this champion before your 30th void shard, let's say you get him in a 10 pull, you don't need to keep pulling because your event has ended. So you'll see that event popping up in the game right here. I think it'll be running for 72 hours or so. Boosted chance or guaranteed chance of getting an Inquisitor Shamel. If you're new to Raid, you're wondering which champion is that, whether it's worth getting. He's from the Secret Order faction. His name is Inquisitor Shamel. Some people say it looks like me because of the low cut, but I don't see it. But anyways, he has this skill or this passive where as long as he's in the team, no champion on your team will get fear or true fear. He will just take it off them, and it will also boost the leader's turn meter. He's amazing for the Hydra, where that head always places fear. He's in the team to make sure that never happens. I also have mine in a provoke set or something that makes him, able to land that A1 provoke sometimes on that head that needs to be provoked. He's also good for damage. He does good damage if you build him with high damage stats, and for this triple hits right here to help you do some damage. I've seen him in the earlier stages back then in the arena when people used to use him to nuke down enemies totally with this skill, I think. Yeah, because of the high amount of damage you can do in PvP content also. But he's best known for the Hydra because of this passive. So if you don't yet own one, he's one of those champions that I say is worth getting 2 copies of, because you might be fighting the Hydra Nightmare, Hydra Brutal, Hydra Normal and all that, and you're always gonna have something to do with dealing with that fear if you don't have a consistent way of putting veil or perfect veil on yourself, right? So he comes in there to make sure you don't even need the veil. All right, that's Inquisitor Shamel guaranteed on Tuesday and Wednesday, I think. And yeah, there's no CVC running along that. That's why they're making this one. So if you're a newer player, let me know in the comments if that's worth your time. The second event that is launching in Raid that I just saw right now is gonna be a boosted chance at getting 5-star and 6-star perfect soul from Mortal Soulstone, and a booster chance of getting 6-star perfect soul from Immortal Soulstones. So by boosted chance, if you go over the rates right here, you can see your chances of getting right now today, it's a 1.5% and a 0.7% right now today, right? That's this number right there. But for Immortal, it's currently a 6% chance. So this is 6% will be boosted to a 12%, while these other ones will also be boosted 2x boosted chance. So that's going to be happening starting on 6th of August also. It will last for 72 hours if you're summoning your Immortal or Mortal Soulstone. So what other event or will be attached to it, I'm not quite sure. Whether there is an hero's path or something crazy coming along, I doubt it. So I'm not sure whether I want to do mine. I just want to keep saving whatever they need it for an hero's path or for a Titan event. That's what I'm actually saving for. But if you're one of those who need specific champions, ascended, right? You're looking for their blessings, you can never buy them because it's too expensive to buy from here. You never have enough, right? This might be your chance to go over there and awaken or summon some Mortal Soulstones, summon some Immortal Soulstones. I know I always summon my Immortal Soulstones during these 2x events, but for my Immortals, I like to save them for a Titan event or for a Hero's Path or one of those times. But my Mortal Soulstones, I will go over there to my here and get the entire 17, get about 100 plus and summon it coming Tuesday. So I'll do that because those ones don't give me a lot of points for those soul chase events, right? So I can do that during this event that is coming up. Those are the 2 news starting Tuesday. It's good content for those players who are not going for this fusion. At least now you have something to do. Chase after Inquisitor Shamel or chase after your wish list champion that you've been waiting for, a 5-star or 6-star perfect soul. Remember, this also applies to rares. I'm talking about these low quality ones. Rares, you might still get 6-star perfect soul for rares, 6-star perfect soul for epics. So you don't think you always get legendaries from these ones. You might get that rare that you don't need 6-star, 5-star. So it's still a high chance of making it happen for Mortal Soulstones. And maybe you have to sell them when you get those high star of souls that you don't need. Like, which one did I get recently? Like this, I guess. anyways, that's the two news that is coming up. I see something popping up in game right now called a summoning pool for specific champions from a specific faction called Magic Summoning Pool faction. Well, Magic Summoning Pool event. They are all Magic Affinity champions. That's what they have in common. They are not from the same faction. They are just Magic champions. We know there are more Magic champions in raid than this, right? But this is the summoning pool we have for today. It will last for 4 days and 20 hours. Remember, normally this summoning pool event coincides with the champion chase that is coming up for this ongoing fusion. So this champion chase is coming up on, where's my pen? Champion chase. It's coming up on Friday. Well, I cut into Thursday. Friday, champion chase is coming up. So you might have enough time to start getting your prism crystals and wait until that Friday to summon it. So today it's Monday. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for us to use this champions before you summon it. I'm just saying, if you get this 35, don't go ahead and summon it before Friday. We want to wait for that champion chase, right? So that's one way that helps us to complete champion chase. I'll also be showing you how far I've gone in this fusion. So is the champions worth going for? It depends what type of events will be required to get these summoning crystals or these prism crystals. What type of events are available right now? I always think they will put out this event that we don't like to farm much, which is Sun Devil. Is it Sun Devil? Let's see if it has started. It will not normally involve Sun Devil. So if you go over to your tournament, you might see a Sun Devil tournament that is about to start tomorrow. And yes, there it is. That started today. Does it have prism crystals? It does have the prism crystals right there for you. So 35. So if you can farm the Sun Devil long enough to get 6,300 points, you might be able to pick up that. But don't fret if you don't like farming the Sun Devil. There might be another way for you to pick up additional 35 crystals right here. It's not in Spider. It's not in Classic Arena. It's not in anything that is coming up. Is it in any event? Probably will be in Dungeon Divers. That's it right there. It's also from the Dungeon Divers. So Dungeon Divers and Sun Devil, those are the two ways. And this Dungeon Divers does coincide with the fusion event that we are already farming for. So, but they'll put it at the highest milestone in this Dungeon Divers. If you don't complete the entire Dungeon Divers, you might not be able to pick up this 35 prism crystals. So it's up to you whether it's worth it or not. But I know that Sun Devil own, I might go for it if I have enough energy to spend on that. So as for the fusion that is ongoing right now, I would say I've done all these champions. I'll just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fragments of 6 rares. So I picked up 6 rares so far in this ongoing fusion. Today is Monday, and you see that Spider is still going on. So now I've not done Spider and Dungeon Divers 2. So we're expecting Dungeon Divers 2 to start on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I will start my Spider more, and so that's where this fusion will continue for me. So today, Monday, I'm like on a break. There is nothing I'm doing in the fusion today at all because I completed everything I needed to do. Artifact Enhancement, Classic Arena. I've even completed everything I needed to do Dungeon Divers 1 before it ended, and that's how I have 6 fragments right there for this fusion. So if I go over to my champions, you see that I did not take them to 30. I'm waiting for the next champion training to begin to take them to 30 and level them up. I'm talking about the rares needed for this fusion. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm on track. It's good to count these rares to make sure you've not missed out on anyone along the way, right? Because if you've missed out on anyone, there's no way to recover from such a big mistake, except you went for the epic champion from that summon rush that was kind of crazy amount of points. So branch arm, 6 copies, waiting for champion training to level them up. And I will be going towards the Sun Devil. Since I have no other place to spend energy today, I'll be going over to the Sun Devil to see if I can pick up that 35 fragments or 35 prism crystals that is needed to get one more summoning during this upcoming champion chase, right? It might also give me an opportunity to get an epic or to get a legendary. Who knows? Because I don't look forward to getting a legendary from this summoning pool events. It's gonna be amazing to get a 3rd copy of Amans. I've not built the 2nd copy. I do not own this champion ever. So I'm saying there are good legendaries on this list. There's the Rotos and there's this Kovis that I'm not too scared of in the arena. And we got this one that you have to be scared of. You have to be careful when you're dealing with him not to kill his allies first. You have to kill him first. Even if you have 2 Stone King, you have to wait, else you're gonna regret it. So we have good champions, good pool of champions from this magic summoning pool. But if you're looking for the epics category, you're thinking like the noob to pro, what champion will benefit me for a newer account? You definitely cannot go wrong with Cryodan. If you ever want to aim for a freeze team for the spider, or if you want to freeze the Fire Knight hard mode, which you must always freeze in with a champion who has A1 freeze at least, to always make sure his turn meter get decreased, right? So that's the way to deal with that Fire Knight hard mode. And Cryodan comes in there and helps you with the wave, plays increased speed on you. It does a lot, not just in early game, but also in end game content like that. All right, so that's the one that stands out to me. For newer players looking for their first poisoner in raid, Venomage comes to mind, and as one of the an improvement to Frozen Banshee, an improvement to your kill. Venomage has this poison and heal reduction, which in end game we still use in Emus, because that's one heal reduction that is not just for 2 turns, it's for 3 entire turns. She's amazing for that content. High accuracy. I especially used that earlier in the game in Doom Tower. Yes, Doom Tower also, with those Sifi waves that is always healing themselves. She always plays heal reduction on them. Toragi the Frog, that's also an amazing epic that you might want to pick up if you're aiming low. Let's not forget also this MVP for Hydra, which places block buff debuff a lot and makes your team never get their buff stolen or something like that. Miscreated Monster, Seeker, and a lot. This pool has a lot of good epics. That's what I see. Even if you already have most of these epics, you don't mind getting a +1 on them, +1 Toragi, +1 Venomage, +1 any of these champions. It might be good, I guess. And let's not forget Under Priest Brogni. So this is a good pool, definitely a good summoning pool. But unfortunately for the free-to-play players, we can only complete it with ongoing tournaments and the upcoming event, which is the Dungeon Divers. All right, that's all the news that is happening this morning in Raid. A summoning boosted, awakening boosted event for Mortal and Immortal Soulstone starting tomorrow. A guaranteed epic champion, Inquisitor Shamel, starting tomorrow. 30 void shards to obtain that champion. And then for those players who are going for this fusion, you get an opportunity to maybe get one more chance of getting an epic champion from that champion chase by going for this Prism Crystals that is going on right now. All right, that's all I have for you guys right now. Let me know in the comments what you think about all these events that are happening right now in Raid. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily Raid content. Later, guys.